when the traffic loses courage and the engines start to rest, when the phones stop lighting up the room and the day runs out of breath. There's a ringing in the silence, like a wave that's rolling back, leaving footprints on the shoreline of the thoughts I always lack. And in the space without a sound, something gentle gathers round. When the noise fades down and the night grows wide, I can hear my hidden heartbeat I've been trying hard to hide. I don't need the world to listen, I don't need a cheering crowd. I just need this quiet moment when the noise fades down. All the words I never managed, all the lines I should have crossed, come and sit beside my pillow like familiar kinds of ghosts. But they're softer in the stillness, not as heavy as before. They are just unfinished stories I can learn to hold once more. And in the dimness of this room, there is just a little room. When the noise fades down and the screens go dark, I can feel a smaller hurting, like a slowly healing mark. I don't need a sudden answer, I don't need a fearless vow. I just need this honest breathing when the noise fades down. Maybe quiet is not empty, maybe quiet is a friend, sitting with me through the minutes that I thought would never end. When the noise fades down and my doubts grow clear, I can finally say I'm tired without choking on the fear. I don't have to be a hero, I don't have to stand too proud. I can simply be a person when the noise fades down. When the noise fades down. There's a bench beside the river where the city starts to fade, where the worries of the daylight slowly loosen from their chains. I have walked here with my questions till my footsteps lost their sound. Now the water keeps on moving while my heart just settles down. On a bench beside the river, I can finally breathe in slow. Let the current take the stories that I do not need to hold. I don't have to have the answers, I don't have to heal tonight. On this bench beside the river, it's enough to sit in quiet. There are branches in the water, there are leaves along the stone, like the pieces of my failures drift in places of their own. All the things I couldn't manage, all the words I couldn't say, float like fragile broken letters, slowly carried far away. On a bench beside the river, I can watch them passing by. All the little heavy memories that once made it hard to try. I don't have to push them under, I don't have to make them right. On this bench beside the river, I just let them leave my side. Maybe kindness isn't thunder, maybe peace is not a crown. Maybe it's the simple moment of just finally sitting down on a bench beside the river, with the evening growing thin. I can feel a softer rhythm gently rising from within. I don't have to be unbroken, I don't have to shine so bright. On this bench beside the river, I am held by quiet light. Just a bench beside the river. I've been walking with my shoulders pulled up close around my ears. Every hallway, every morning, filled with quiet hidden fears. All the lists I never finish, all the weight I try to hold, turn my footsteps into echoes on a road that feels too old. But somewhere just beyond the turning, there is something soft and clear, like a door that's slightly open, saying you can rest in here. There is a place to breathe again, where the air is slow and kind, where the sky is wide enough for the clutter in my mind. I don't have to keep on running, I don't have to prove I can. I just need this quiet corner, like a place to breathe again. There's a chair beside a window, and a tree outside the glass. I can hear a distant laughter from a world that's moving past. On the table lies a notebook with the pages not yet used, and it feels like gentle permission to stop counting what I've bruised. In the stillness of this moment, I can feel my shoulders fall, like I'm finally getting smaller in a way that heals it all. There is a place to breathe again, where I'm not a list of goals, where my heart is not a project, but a room with open doors. I don't have to earn this resting, I don't need a perfect plan. I just need this simple shelter, like a place to breathe again. Maybe grace is just the feeling of not needing to be strong, of exhaling all the stories I've been holding for too long. There is a place to breathe again, where the pressure starts to fade, where the silence doesn't judge me for the messes that I've made. I don't have to rise above it, I don't need to understand. I just need this gentle moment, like a place to breathe again. Just a place to breathe again. It was only just a moment in a crowded, hurried day, just a stranger holding open one forgotten heavy gate. Not a speech or grand reaction, not a fire across the land, just a brief unspoken presence in the brush of someone's hand. And for reasons I can't measure, it undid a little fear, like a thread pulled from the tension that had held me through the year. The smallest kindness in an ordinary hour, like a glass of water waiting, like a softly blooming flower. It doesn't fix the world I'm in or erase the weight I bear, but the smallest kindness makes it easier to care. I remember every failure far more clearly than the rest, all the times I dropped the pieces, all the ways I missed the test. But that gentle, tiny gesture landed softly on my day, like a hand upon my shoulder, saying, "You're okay this way." And it opened up a window in a room I'd closed for years, letting in a bit of sunlight through the cracks of hidden tears. They're the smallest kindness in a hallway or a line, like a quiet seat beside me when my words won't come in time. It doesn't change the universe or the burdens that I wear, but the smallest kindness makes them easier to bear. Maybe I can be that moment in somebody's heavy day, not a hero, not an answer, just a light along the way. The smallest kindness in a life that feels too fast, like a simple, steady promise that the dark won't always last. It doesn't end the storms we face or the questions in the air, but the smallest kindness says, "I see you and I care." Just the smallest kindness, saying, "I see you and I care." I've been standing on the shoreline of a long and restless day. every thought a rising breaker, every worry white with spray. All the what if and I should have crashing hard against my chest, till my breathing starts to stutter and my heart forgets to rest. But then the water pulls away for a moment, soft and gray. There is a quiet between the waves, where the ocean seems to sigh. Not a miracle of sunshine, just a softer, gentler sky. It doesn't stop the sea from moving, doesn't end the storm it saves, but it gives me one small heartbeat in the quiet between the waves. I have learned to fear the thunder of the voices in my head, all the judgments, all the echoes of the words I think they've said. But the tide is always shifting, and not every surge will stay. There are spaces made for breathing as the noise is pulled away. In that hush along the shoreline, I remember I'm alive. There is a quiet between the waves, where my shoulders can unfold. Not a sudden shining victory, just a break from being bold. It doesn't solve the hidden questions or the choices that I face, but it gives me room to listen in the quiet between the waves. Maybe peace is not the ending of the waters and the wind. Maybe peace is just a moment where I let the silence in. There is a quiet between the waves, like a hand that finds my own. I can stand here and be fragile and not have to stand alone. It doesn't change the whole horizon or reroute the paths it paves, but it holds me for a moment in the quiet between the waves, in the quiet between the waves. On a street of blinking taillights, in a city soaked in gray, with an umbrella full of pinholes, I have lost my sense of way. Every corner looks like evening, every shadow feels the same, till I see a quiet window with a lantern through the rain, and the glow is small and steady, like a word I almost hear, like a lantern in the window rain, shining through the glass and storm. Not a beacon for the masses, just a sign of somewhere warm. It doesn't pull me from the weather, doesn't end the chill and strain. but it tells me there is shelter, like a lantern in the rain. I can glimpse a simple table and a chair against the wall, someone's coat upon the doorway, like they've only just come home. I imagine quiet talking over cups of something hot, and my heart begins to loosen from the knots I had forgot. I may never cross that threshold, but the image stays with me, like a lantern in the window rain, in a night that feels too long. Not a sudden burst of thunder, just a small and gentle song. It doesn't solve the roads I'm walking, or the plans I can't explain, but it tells me warmth still lingers, like a lantern in the rain. Maybe I can be that window for another passing by, just a light behind the curtains in their dark and hurried sky, like a lantern in the window rain, in the middle of the storm. I can't change the clouds above me, but I feel a softer form. I don't need to know the ending, or the reasons for the pain. If I see one quiet promise, like a lantern in the rain, just a lantern in the rain. I have drawn so many circles just to prove I'm moving on. I have whispered this time's different, like a half-remembered song. Every promise to be stronger, every vow to never break, seems to crumble in the moment when my hands begin to shake. But the ground has always held me every time I miss my aim. If I fall once more, will the earth still let me stand? Will the morning still come searching for the pieces in my hands? I am tired of being perfect, I am tired of keeping score, but I hear a quiet mercy say, it's okay if you fall once more. There are footprints in the hallway where I failed the same old test. There are notes on crumpled paper, full of almost and not yet. I have tried to hide the shaking, I have tried to hide the scars, but the light keeps gently finding every place that feels too hard. And it doesn't say be stronger, it just says you still belong. If I fall once more, will the sky still let me breathe? Will the day still make a space for a heart that has to grieve? I am tired of fake resilience, of pretending to restore, but I hear a softer voice that says, come and rest if you fall once more. Maybe being human isn't getting everything just right. Maybe grace is simply standing in a gently broken life. If I fall once more, I will try to trust this ground. I will let the small forgiveness wrap its arms and sit me down. I don't have to earn this kindness, I don't need a perfect score. I am loved not less but deeper, even if I fall once more. Even if I fall once more. Even if I fall once more. Last night felt like a ceiling, falling closer to my chest. Every thought a darker weather that would never let me rest. I was lying in the shadows, counting losses in my head, while the weight of all my worries sat beside me on the bed. But the clock kept quietly turning while I couldn't see it move. Now it's the morning after heavy clouds, and the light is soft and pale. All the questions haven't vanished, but they don't feel quite as frail. I can hear the kettle singing like a small and gentle sign on this morning after heavy clouds. I can finally breathe in time. dishes in the kitchen. There are papers on the floor. Nothing turned into a story where I'm stronger than before. But the window holds a brightness that I didn't see last night. And the air inside this hallway doesn't feel so tight. I still carry all my burdens, but they're not the only truth. It's just a morning after heavy clouds, not a grand triumphant day, but the colors on the table aren't entirely washed away. I can taste the simple breakfast like a truce with what has been. On this morning after heavy clouds, I can let the light come in. Maybe hope is not a fanfare or a banner in the sky. Maybe hope is just the daylight that returns without a why. So on this morning after heavy clouds, I won't rush to fix it all. I will sit and watch the sunlight slowly creep across the wall. I don't know what waits this evening or how long the wait has been, but this morning after heavy clouds, I can softly start again. I can softly start again. I can softly start again. When the windows hold the darkness and the hallway lights are dim, when the clock forgets its ticking and the night feels wide and thin, all the questions I've been hiding start to gather by my bed. Every worry like a shadow, every doubt a quiet thread. But in the middle of the silence, like a candle small and clear, your name in the stillness is a note I barely speak, just a whisper in the nighttime when my courage feels too weak. It's not thunder, it's not lightning, just a sound that calms the air. Your name in the stillness says I'm here and I still care. I remember fragile evenings when I couldn't find my voice. You were sitting in the corner, letting silence be my choice. You did not demand an answer, you did not require a smile. You just stayed there like a harbor on the edge of my denial. Now when everything feels distant and my thoughts are hard to hold, Your name in the stillness is a thread of quiet light, not a promise to fix everything, but a hand that holds me tight. It's not shouting, it's not preaching, just a warmth that meets me there. Your name in the stillness says I'm here and I still care. Maybe love is not the speeches or the answers in a row. Maybe love is just a presence that refuses letting go. Your name in the stillness, like a softly open door, letting in a breath of kindness on a tired midnight floor. I don't know how long this journey or the weight that I must bear, but your name in the stillness says you're seen, and I'm still there. Your name in the stillness. I have walked through crowded mornings, I have carried noisy nights, I have chased 1,000 answers through the tunnels of my mind. Every hallway full of echoes, every room a restless fire, till I found an empty corner where my thoughts grew soft and tired. In the space without a question, where the words begin to cease, there is a home within the silence, where my breathing finds its own. Not a palace, not a fortress, just a place I'm not alone. I don't have to keep performing, I don't have to prove my worth. There is a home within the silence, like a quiet, solid earth. I have feared the quiet moments, like a mirror I can't face, all the memories and failures filling up the hidden space. But the hush is not a jury, and the stillness is not cold. It just waits without an answer for my shoulders to unfold. And the calm begins to whisper in a voice that sounds like mine. There is a home within the silence, where my heartbeat sounds like truth. Not a list of lost achievements, not a map of missing proof. I don't have to fill the pauses with a brighter, braver line. There is a home within the silence, where my soul can simply shine. Maybe peace is not the ending of the struggle or the strain. Maybe peace is just the knowing I am loved here as I am. Is a hug. There is a home within the silence, like a lamp that doesn't shout, just a steady, gentle presence when the lights have all gone out. I don't know what awaits tomorrow or the roads I'll have to roam, but there is a home within the silence, and within that silence, home. Within that silence, home. When the room feels small and the walls feel near, and the weight of the day is still hanging here, I can't find the words for the ache inside. So I sit in the dark where the lights turn wide, but something quiet fills the air, like someone saying I am there. Like a quiet hand on my shoulder when I'm too tired to stand, like a soft voice saying you're not broken, you're just more human than you planned. In the middle of all this silence, when I feel I'm on my own, there's a quiet hand on my shoulder saying you are not alone. I've tried so hard just to do my best, but my heart keeps counting all the times I missed. Every hidden failure, every sleepless night falls like pieces of glass in a fading light. There's something gentle, almost still, it feels like mercy, not my will. Like a quiet hand on my shoulder when I'm too tired to stand, like a soft voice saying you're not broken, you're just more human than you planned. In the middle of all this silence, when I feel I'm on my own, there's a quiet hand on my shoulder saying you are not alone. I don't need the storm to open, I don't need the night to end, I just need this steady presence sitting with me as a friend. Like a quiet hand on my shoulder when the world feels far away, like a soft voice saying take one breath, you don't have to win today. In the middle of all this silence, I can feel it through the storm. There's a quiet hand on my shoulder saying you are not alone. You are not alone. There's a chair against the window, and the curtain's halfway drawn. All the corners of this little room hold the echoes of the dawn. I have stayed here through the evening, with my thoughts against the wall, feeling smaller than the ceiling, feeling something start to fall. But in the quiet, soft and true, there's a gentle looking through. There is light in a narrow room, not enough to chase the night, but enough to see my hands and to breathe a softer light. I don't have to see the future, I don't have to heal too soon. I just need this little window and this light in a narrow room. Every failure on the table, like the letters left unread. Every promise that I couldn't keep sits in shadows in my head. But the lamp beside the bedside draws a circle on the floor, and it feels like quiet mercy, saying you don't need much more. In the dimness, faint but near, something steady lingers here. There is light in a narrow room, not enough to change the sky, but enough to see my breathing in, to let the tears go by. I don't have to hide the trembling, I don't need a bigger view. I just need this little corner and this light that's shining through. Maybe hope is not a thunder, not a fire across the land. Maybe hope is just a small lamp resting in a trembling hand. There is light in a narrow room, and it's quietly enough to remind me I am living even when the day is rough. I don't have to rise above it, I don't need the perfect tune. I just need this fragile glimmer, like a light in a narrow room. Just a light in a narrow room.